Dion Otto or Peter Shalolile?
Local is like Peter.
Peter Shalolile.
Okay, Prince Shuela or Willie Stephens? That one.
Tough one. We tried and tested. They're up and coming, but I will go for Willie.
Oh, Willie, okay. Lukaku or Osimhen?
Pele, Theophilus. And Theophilus is actually my surname. So I was saying, what is change booth? I was explaining, I said, oh, it's one of those fancy things that the young people do with their gadgets. How to put the message across. Because we have some kind of common understanding of things. Yeah, so, but it also comes down on who you are, as a human being. Yeah.
Good day, everyone. Checkbook Podcast here. It's your boy Johnny Askate again, and we have a special, wonderful guest today in the studio. Together with Maggie, please introduce our guest.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As usual, I am Megan and I'm one of the hosts on Chatboy. And like my host said, we are joined by our very own lecturer who's going to introduce himself. But before that, I'd love to remind you, for those that don't know him, that he's not only a lecturer but also an inspirational figure in HP campus. Mister, can you please introduce yourself?
All right. Yeah, so much has been said, but okay. I go by the name, my official names are Mr. Abed Pele Theophilus, and Theophilus is actually my surname. However, everyone around the campus calls me Mr. Pele. That is what that is known, and if you probably come looking for Mr. Theophilus, you'll have a tough day to find me. All right, I'm a lecturer at the HP campus, University of Namibia. I'm responsible for academic literacy, 1 and 2, and as well as the old curriculum, English for academic purposes, English communication studies skills, English for general, anything that is almost regarding the English language. Yeah. And I'm also a member of the UNAM HP choir. I'm a part-time driver of the soccer team. Yeah, so many things. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you heard it best from the legend himself, the greatest of all time, the GOAT Shkombo. Yeah. With that, let's not waste time. Let's get into the real deal. Why we are here. Right now we are actually facing exams. It's almost the time of the year where students are panicking, fixing your CAs and whatnot. So the topic of the day is how a student should prepare for exams, and you guys are gonna hear it from him.
Yeah. So, like my co-host said, we'll be focusing on the issue of end of the year examination. And we are also going to get a little bit of advice from the lion himself. I mean, after all, he experienced all this and is currently experiencing this as a lecturer. And this might be our last shoot, but it is not really confirmed.
So let me start with the first question. Mr. Pele, what inspired you to become a lecturer?
That's a tough one. To be honest, I've never imagined myself to be a lecturer. I mean, if I have to think back, way back when I was in school, the first thing that comes to your mind is when you are around in grade 12, your mind goes wild. But it always comes down to the teaching, because those are the people that are around you. The police.
They are the people that you see every day.
In our time, things like career fairs were not heard about. So I must say, first of all, I just went for teaching. I remember even when I applied, I did not even know what I applied for. I know I only wrote teaching. So, and when I went there, and I realized that, okay, especially when I started teaching, So then I realized that, okay, fine. I really like this thing that is called teaching. Yeah, maybe I meant to do this. So the profession really, it caught me, and I like what I was doing. And I was one of the fortunate ones that was involved in a program called the BETD, in service training of teachers. And that's my first, my first contact with lecturing was there. I was a very young boy. I had to come in at the then Ogotika College of Education, come to teach people that were way older than me. But then I liked what I was doing, and that's where the bar caught me. Yeah, that's where I decided to okay, I really need to go up from secondary school to a higher institution.
Well, it was well said. So, in other words, or should I? In my personal point of view, I think he's just trying to inform us that you can start off small and then you grow big as you go. For as long as you put your heart to it and realize that this is your passion, that you like to do this, then just know that you are going to do it with the right determination and the persistence and consistency. So moving on, we all have fun secrets about ourselves. For instance, I have a talent of drawing, which is predetermined to be only a man's talent. But deep down, I know I can also do it, although I'm not a man. So with that said, maybe Mr. Pele can perhaps tell us what is the one thing, one of your hidden talents that we will be surprised to know that, oh, apart from singing and driving, Mr. Pele can also do this.
Am I really talented?
There must be something.
I have to say I'm a jack of all trades. Normally they say that you're a jack of all trades and a master of none. But yeah, I'm not the music. I tried musical instrument. It's not my thing. The singing was, yeah, I am there. It was just, I just happened to be there. But maybe something that I was really passionate and good in is that the sports, you know, the soccer. If I had really pursued it, I would have gone very far. But something happened earlier, you know, that really hampered for me, you know, to follow. But I was good in my days. I'm not called Pele for nothing.
I feel you're still good.
Yeah, so that's where the name comes from. The Pele, yeah, no, I can still show the young boys, you know, a few skills. I still do it now and then when I'm going to train. I still show them a few skills in that. That is one thing that I'm good at. Yeah.
But then, Mr. Pele, how did you like? How was it on, you know, for you to focus on academics and also sports? Because I know, and also so also then how do you manage to divide your time? Because I guess, you know, there was a day that I remember we were together at the sports field in Omalana.
Yeah.
And then that same day, you still managed to like take the choir to Shakat for a concert.
Yeah, you know, it's being passionate about something, and life is all about planning also, especially time. Time is very limited. I always tell people that time is limited in the day. You only have a certain number of hours, you know, during the day, yeah, it's a matter of planning, but also commitment. When you commit yourself to something, and you need to, you know, to go through it. Imagine that particular day you found me there, but I had another commitment that I told them I'm going to get you there. So I need to stick to my commitments. But it goes hand in hand with commitment and passion. I like sports. I'm from the singing part. You know, the singing part of me is always coming through. Now here I'm coming from something that I like. There's still something else that I like. I will definitely make time. But then it's all about planning and committing to what you want.
And What challenges do you face as a lecturer?
Ish.
There's one.
Yeah, no, wherever you go, there are always challenges.
Always challenges.
Yeah, there's always challenges. This goes to my dear students. No, challenges will always be there. First of all, sometimes let's talk about the coming to class. I know that every student, once you become comfortable with what you are doing, then the classes becomes an issue. And sometimes it becomes too much. There's a number of, even the university and the regulation says that you can be absent for 20% of the whole year, your attendance, at least 20% of your time. That is now when maybe it's something serious, you need to go to the hospital, something came up, all that. Yeah, what is the other challenge that I would say, apart from sometimes students not attending class, but it comes down mostly to a particular time of the year. We all know that when it comes to the end of the year, everybody is very busy. Yeah, we know. Yeah, and then it's about sometimes you feel that you give something and people are not doing it the way you do. There will always be a few, 2 or 3 that will not follow what you are saying, that will not do what you want to do. You have to look for them. Sometimes you go that extra mile, you have to give a call. Where were you? Why did you not come? Yeah, sometimes people think that we are lions, but we deep down the humanity in us is still there. We still give a call, but as a lecturer, there will be no. Sometimes it will always start off harsh, because I have to do my duty. Where were you? Why did you not come? What were you busy with? What does the regulation say? And the humanity sometimes will come through and say, okay, now that we are done, okay, next time don't do this. So come and do this the other day. So, but I can't. You were gone for 3 days. I didn't see you in class, and now you come and say I did not write the test, and now somebody say, oh, you didn't write the test. Oh, here's the test. It will never work like that. I need to make you understand that you did something wrong, and then yeah.
Well, you heard it from the lion's mouth once more, and this is a very interesting episode regarding examination. So they say lecturers should foster an engaging and supportive relationship with their students. So perhaps you could enlighten us on what's your take on this matter.
I do agree with it. It also, I do agree with it because when you have a supportive and when you have a relationship with people, it is easier to reach out to them. And it's also easier for them to take what you are giving them. It becomes, it's no more a one-way process, it becomes a two-way communication, because it's like you and your friend. When there is a certain relationship between you and the person that is on the other side, it becomes much better when it comes to information dissemination, how to receive the information, and how you even get to know how to put the message across. Because we have some kind of common understanding about things. Yeah, so, but it also comes down on who you are, as a human being. Yeah, some people tend to be very much withdrawn. Some people tend to be more sociable. And but they must. I'm your lecturer. You are my student. And we are there. We are together almost for the next 4 or 5 years. We'll always meet, whether it's in class or in the corridors or whatever. So we need to foster that relationship.
Because also, based on what you said previously, I wanted to ask about, do you know what yin yang means? Yin yang.
Is it Chinese?
The Chinese signboard.
I don't understand Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese signboard. So it's a circle with like half of it is black, and then in that black there is something white.
Yeah.
And then in the white part there is a black part. It means.
Does it have to do with peace or something?
No, it means the white represents the good, and then the black represents the pen, and then the small white dot in the black is like good, like it's like in anything good
There's something
always
bad.
something bad, and in anything bad there's always something good. Like that's how like the whole thing represents light. And based on what you just said, like the previous one, I can't recall well. That's what came to my mind. So I was like, okay, because anything that we do, there comes a time where you have to be harsh on the student, but then it's actually for their good, And then you only come to realize that later on, when you are probably also, when you're gonna be a teacher one day, and then you're still gonna force students. That's where you'll be like, oh, Mr. Pele,
When he was doing this, he was really trying
Yeah.
to put me in the right track.
Yeah.
I just came to understand now that one is never too old to learn. Just think about the Chinese.
The Chinese side.
Now just to add on what you said, it's one of my beliefs that in everyone there's a good.
Yeah.
There's something good in everyone, and this goes probably for the teachers, because we are training teachers. That in every child that we are going to teach. There's always something good that he can do. There's always some good in him. Don't always know. As human beings, we tend to focus on the negatives, but then also let's also look for the positives, even if it's a little bit. Moses might be the one that is giving you tough time in class, but Moses is probably a good athlete. No, but why don't you start? Why do you need to start off with Moses? Yeah, you are bad because you always do that. Why don't you say, hey, Moses, yesterday, the athletics, you were killing them. But Moses, you see, this is in the class. See, there's something you talk about the good, you talk about the bad. Because I personally, I believe that whatever it is, there's always some good in everyone. It goes together, good and bad, but always look for the positive in everyone.
Trying to create a balance between the two, but focusing more on the positive ones.
Exactly.
But then
That way.
I feel like 5 minutes. I feel like also we like parents also play like have a role to play, especially growing up. As black people, growing up, it was a thing of you will always be scolded if you do something wrong. But then there will never be like, let's say. It's a thing of don't drink in that cup. But then, if you tell your child don't drink in that cup, tomorrow he'll still use another cup, which you probably don't want him to drink. But then, if you were to say don't use that cup, use this one, tomorrow he'll know what to do. But then sometimes you don't, direct the person in the right. It's always, just.
It's always the don'ts and not what should I do instead of doing what you don't want.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's where we come from. We are lucky that we are living in an enlightened world. We are exposed to the theories and to all the researches that they've been done. And but imagine in the olden days, we only know what we know, but our great parents have told us, and we want to follow what they have said. Maybe they've never been explained, but now the world has become a global society. That's why you will see nowadays kids will always ask you, why?
But
why am I not supposed to? Because now you need to explain. Previously, we were not allowed to ask why.
We were not even outspoken.
No.
And that fear that if you ask, you already know the child. You just agree.
Yeah.
Okay. We are running out of time, guys. So, last but not least, I would like to give Mr. Pele something. Because Mr. Pele has been one of our members, Chatbook Podcast. You guys never seen him on the screen, but then he was always there as our advisor. This was the person that we all go to whenever we need advice on, And Mr. Pele, I would just like to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Honestly, when you came to me first time asking me to be the advisor, so I was saying, what is change booth? He was explaining, I said, oh, it's one of those fancy things that the young people do with their gadgets, but I'm willing to learn and I'm there. So I can,
it was really an honor, also, not an honor, but then it was a big thing for us because, he's one of the people that used to sacrifice his time. You go to him and he was always free and I was always welcome in his office. And last but not least, I just have a small game for Seth. It's a choose one soccer edition.
Yeah.
First of all, let's just run it out. Ronaldo or Messi?
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Okay?
Which one is messing up? Okay, I also pick Ronaldo.
Okay, Bellingham or Pogba?
Bellingham.
Okay, Dion Otto or Peter Shalulile?
Look at it's like a
Peter Shalom.
Okay, Prince Shueda or Willie Stefanes?
It's
That one.
tough one. We tried and tested, they're up and coming, but I will go for Willie.
Oh, Willie, okay. Lukaku or Osimhen?